We are thankful to you for a time like this, where we can come together as a family and as friends and as
I also, on behalf of Kdfa, welcome each and every one of you in this special occasion. I will share a few of my love for football, but my English may be a little kacha and mix up with Nagaland. Since I'm not so comfortable in English, since English is not my mother tongue. So I hope and I request all to bear with me. My love for football, it's something which I can't express from the bottom of my heart. Football is something very special to me. Their roots, it's so deep in my heart. As a footballer, I not only kick the ball and play football, but I worship football at the same time. And I take football very seriously. Since my child, since from class 6. Ami kuwanis na 1990 bara I started representing Nagaland. And from there, I take football very seriously. I don't even interested to come back to my home once I start playing. Kwan is na football to ami hobby is na time pass is na khili na hanade. Moi lukai gine bishi practice huye. Mo laga sathi kandu dangor sat manula chubra kan duni manula chubra kan bacha khane bishi ase. When I was about 7 months, my father expired. I didn't see clearly even my father's face also. Molaga Amadu, she is a widow. Bosti de kiti kamura maki ita se Amadu. Modus ne kilo utigine aham nase. To football nu mola monda hai jese. To I decided my football khiligene mo laga life banabo. That comes to my heart. To my football khiliado mo laga sathi gandu physically nolibi duni fini family side do all are सब मांगवे पड़ता है किंतु ईश्वर तो मोलगा साथी का बराबी विशेष स्पेशल मुके मोर दिशे मोय विशी बाल किया मानो भी है किंतु ईश्वर मोरम करिने मुके बॉल खेले बोले दिया तो through football I have been to many places where I don't even dream also. Moi ball khiligine mo laga bor manu family manu naga manu thaka jaga hoigine bi foreign country de like Israel, Malaysia, Singapore, Nepal itu kan jaga bi khilbo pasi to itu kan ishwar moke morom kore para aru all over India ডাঙৰ সিটি সবতে খেলিব পাৰিছে আমি ফুটবল খেলিয়া নিমিলে সাথী বেছি বানাই গৈছে ডাঙৰ মানুহ বেছি চিনা জনা হৈ গৈছে ফৰ এক্সাম্পল আৰু হস্যা দেৱী মই লগা মেণ্টৰ আজি মোক লগা স্পেচিয়েল গেষ্ট আছে Ishe ball footballer ekta ase tai DGP Nagaland kurine ase tai DG Pradhan dwara mukhan through football ishe close ase ami inaga sale to who am I to make friend with MLA minister contractor officials VIP kintu আমি ফুটবল খেলিকিনে নাগালেণ্ডে ডাঙৰ মানুহ বেছি চিনা জনা পাইছে বেছি মানুহ ৰিলেশ্যনশ্বিপ পাৰ কৰি লৈছে আমি ফুটবলটো বেছি চিৰিয়াছ লৈ দেখা মানুহ আছে মানুহ কিমান কৰিলে বি আমি ফুটবল আছে বোলে আমি তামানে নাপাই দিওঁ আমি লাষ্ট ষ্টাটাছ দি দিয়ে আমি ফুটবল ইজ মাই লাইফ মই লাষ্ট ষ্টাটাছ চাই এইটো দেখিব আমি টাইম দে এইটো দি থাকে হসা দেৱী আমি ফুটবল নিমিতে আপুনি লগা সামনে খাৰা আছে পুৰা লিখা মানুহ নহয় ধনী মানুহ নহয় কিন্তু I want to say I'm proud to be a footballer আৰু আমি আজি ইয়াতে খাৰা কৰাটো স্পেচিয়েলি আমি কোনা প্লেয়াৰ্ছ কাম এতিয়া নাগালেণ্ডে सबसे डाঙৰ ট্ৰফি হ'ব তাতে হ'ল ইণ্টাৰ ডিষ্ট্ৰিক্ট আপুনি কাম এতিয়া এইটো টুৰ্নামেণ্ট খেলিব আছে হবি নিচিনা ভাবি কিনে নাখেলিবি seriously kilimi, mondimi, time pass nisna na kilimi. Apunan mondigine football seriously lole do. Itu ke apun la profession banai do. Manu hoi jabole ekut tak. Ami kalau neighbor state kan kuro pari do ami kita na. Ami dia kuanisna ami football kiligine dia family palu paris de. Ami football kiligine contract kam kami kurule paris de. Ami football kilian inde kam ami ketimi itu কথা নাই. কিন্তু আপনার भी একটা level একটা stage তে একটা মানে আপুনকে পুরো বলে পারে একটা stage তে হয়ে যাবে automatically blessing হয়ে যাবে itu nisna আমি কালাম নেভার স্টেন খান মানিপুর খান আসাম মিজোরাম খান সব ইন্ডিয়াতে ডাঙৰ ক্লাবতে আছে তাকান পাৰিলে আমি কি কৰিব পাৰো মই খান পেশেন্ট আৰু হাৰ্ড ৱৰ্ক এইটো most important আছে এইটো নিমতে আজি পৰা কোনবা ডাউট আছে বুলিতো আজি পৰা লৈ কিনে seriously lobbying ko na players can play channel kasi aru kwa isna ami bishi pawole manase lobby time ni komti kindu ami kan football to seriously lobby aru football bara নিজের নাম কামাবি স্টেট নাম কামাবি আপনাকে দিলে তো হিসেবে দিব make the best use of yourself and self-discipline is very important for a player. Team discipline is different, self-discipline is different. So you have to take very seriously about your self-discipline. Itu mandra kini, aru kwanisna mige time itu mila polis kini, bisa kerja jalan ni se. Aru yang players kan tu sebesar kilo football lain itu breakfast kabo, aste kindu. আমি কোৱানিসনা বেছি কি ক'ব পাৰে নাই কিন্তু আমি লাইফটো ফুটবল লগা লাইফে আছে কাহিনীটো বেছি আছে কিন্তু আমি সবচে ডাঙৰ থেংকছ দিবলৈ মনটো ঈশ্বৰকেহে থেংকছ দি আছে আৰু আমি লগা আমাক উইডক আমাক এটা পৰা আমি উঠাই নাই ইমানটো খাৰাপ কৰিব দিছে আমি কে এনেকা সাথী দোস্তি বানাবলৈ দিছে এইটো সব মলাগা আমাৰ ফুটবল টিমতেহে এখন এটা ফেমিলি হৈ যাইছে আৰু এইটো স্পিৰিটটো মই ৰাখিব থেংক ইউ সো মাচ
I would like to congratulate the new office bearers of Kohima District Football Association. They have taken over the office very recently. And it's very nice to see that they are in real earnest, where they would close down our players and take part in the House Trophy. This is a very big tournament, not only in Nagaland, but in the whole of the Northeast. And also because NSF is celebrating the 50th year of its formation. The other day when the President and Vice President came to me the day before, we were just discussing about the formation of Kdfa and NFA. They were asking me whether Kdfa was formed before NFA. So I was just recollecting my association with the Kdfa, and I say that yes, definitely Kdfa was already there before NFA. This was confirmed yesterday through a senior uncle, and what he told me was like, I forgot the year, was it 77 or 79? When Pele came to play in India. Pele and his team, They were touring the world. They went to Japan. They played there. He was with the Cosmos 11. And on the way back, they came to India and they had a match. So, some of our uncles and among them, one who is my father's friend, they also went down to see the game. And they were trying to get the tickets for the game. But the organizers told our uncles that you don't have a football association in the state, so you are not eligible for any ticket. Now they were in a fix. There were about 6, 7 of them. But one of the uncles and Dr. Kiao himself was there to see the match. So he approached Dr. Kiao. They all were in the Nagaland house, and he requested Dr. Kiao to give a slip so that they can buy some tickets. So Dr. Kiao also readily agreed. He gave a sheet. With that, they could go and buy the tickets, so they could see the tournament. So that way, when we were just discussing, we found that NLTV was formed much later than the Kohima District Football Association. So that is confirmed. And as far as I remember, it could be around 1972, 3 or so. The Kdfa was already there. I knew it, I've seen it. But I was not aware about the NFA, Nagaland Football Association. And later on, somewhere in the early 80s, when the change of the president of NFA was there, I happened to be in that meeting. And it was my elder brother, Joshua Kire, who took over as NSA president. He himself was also a footballer. Now here I think what I could find is like we are about 3 generations here. My generation plus Brokos and plus you. I started playing somewhere in the 60s. I was studying in Dibrugarh Don Bosco School. Don Bosco schools are famous for football. Every evening we are supposed to play. We have to play. I started there 1960, 61. Then 62, 3, 4, I came down to Shillong again, stayed in Don Bosco, continued with my football. And then of course I came back to Kohima College. And in 1967, we represented Nagaland to the Subroto Cup in Delhi. And our team was the first team in the Northeast which could bring a trophy to the Northeast. And since then, I have also played for various clubs and colleges and things like that. Unfortunately, perhaps my career as a footballer was cut short when I was just about 25 years of age. I was selected through the PSC to USP in the police department. And even in the interview, the IGP then asked me just one question. Will you accept a post of the GSP if you are offered? So by then, my first option was ESC. And I said, sir, my first option is ESC. Anyway, I didn't get the ESC, I could get the GSP post. And I joined, and then that's how I started my career. So while playing, I played for College, Maharana Club, I played for Guwahati University. In those days, the whole of the Northeast colleges were under Guwahati University. So perhaps it was lucky of me to have gone into the team of Guwahati University. 1973, we played at Kohima against the Northeast teams. And I don't know whether I should say I am proud of it, but we could just easily defeat any of the state teams. We used to give them 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 goals. Then that same year we had an exhibition with Mohun Bagan, and we even defeated Mohun Bagan. So as you see, Nagaland state and its football was at the top among the northeastern states in those days, late 60s, early 70s, and very unfortunately, now we find we are at the bottom. It's very sad. And I feel so sad because I, as a footballer, I feel hurt when my team can't do well. You know, the last, I forgot the date. Recently, when the Nagaland police played the Border Trophy final, I had to be there in the Kohima. I went to see the match. And during halftime, I was telling the boys, why don't you make an attempt on the goal? There was no attempt at all. We were not attempting. The opposition was forcing us, we were more or less on our half only. And I said, don't carry the ball, make first pass all the time, call it ball passing, go and attempt. And unless you make attempts, how do you score? You can't score. The ball will not go inside the goalpost by itself. So I was telling them, go and attempt, but very unfortunately, we could not make any attempt. And unfortunately, they won by just one goal. See? And of course, the last tournament at ATP, Assam Tea Planters Trophy, Johar. There also we lost in the semi-final. Very sad. I mean, when I think about our playing days, and when I think about the standard of our football here at present, I feel so sad as a footballer. But then now, you have taken over the privilege, the youngsters. I congratulate all of you to have been selected for the Kohima District Football team. My congratulations. And as Rocco has mentioned, you see, we are speaking out of experience. We're not telling you out of hearsay. Not that we heard somebody saying like that and so we're also repeating. It's not that. We have experienced ourselves. And I used to tell the friends in groups like this, especially when sports people gather together, it's always nice and it's always more befitting when an ex-sportsman talks to you, because he was a sportsman himself. He knows the in and outs of the sport, of the game. And therefore, when he speaks to you, you listen to him more. That's what I used to tell friends also. Now, when the camps are being held, we bring people from various fields to motivate the players, to encourage the players, to bring the players. But it's always better when a sportsman himself comes and talks to you. That way, as I said, he will tell you his experience, and there you will definitely learn something. Now, as I said, I congratulate all of you who have been selected to represent our district. Our best wishes will be always with you. Play fair, give your best, and it's not only winning. Even in losing also, you exhibit your sportsman spirit. That is very good. Yes, we all would like to win. Who doesn't want to win? We are all playing to win. But then, in a match, one is to win, one is to lose. Therefore, when you win also, be humble. You will be happy. You are glad that you have won. But even if you lose also, take courage. This is not the only tournament where you will take part. This is a tournament where you learn a lot. You learn a lot from other teams of other districts. Therefore, keep up your courage. As we all say, be dedicated, be sincere, be faithful, and be disciplined. You know, I have seen a lot of our friends who really did well in their field of sports. Very unfortunately, they could not look after themselves. They started drinking alone. They started humanizing, not going to bed early, not taking care of their health. And sadly, most of them are no more with us now. Even my contemporaries, my juniors and juniors, many of them have left us. And maybe they have to blame themselves. It's very sad. But you as young people, you are just starting, and therefore look after yourself, behave properly, have your own discipline, have your own dedication. I used to say that there is plenty of time for anyone to do what he wants, if only he knows how to divide his timings. You know? Morning, normally let us say you are getting up by 6. But you are interested in sports. You want more time for your practice. Then why don't you get up at 4 o'clock? You have 2 hours. Maybe after 6, you have to help out your parents, do some homework, then go for your studies, go to classes. So what you have to do is know how to adjust your whole time. One day's timing. And as I said, you'll find plenty of time for your own practices. Once again, I thank you all for inviting me here to be with you this afternoon. And all my good wishes are with the new team of office bearers, and all the best of luck to our football team. Thank you.
A special day for all of us, especially for someone like me, in the midst of some battling footballers, some aspiring footballers, and also some who are not in the football profession, but all out to develop football in their own capacity. Ladies and gentlemen, now we shall have the launching of the Kdfa official kit for which you are here this afternoon. But before that, on behalf of the Kdfa, we would like to present a small token to some of our dignitaries and also a special guest present here. Firstly, our special guest for today is Kire, DGP retired and President of the Nagaland Football Association. Sir, in spite of your busy schedule, you could make it here today to raise the occasion, so I'd like to present a small token to you, sir. For which I request our Senior Vice President Kdfa to hand over the shawl for you and also the polo t-shirt which you have sponsored.
The middle camera, please. I think I'll do something.
Full of smile, isn't it?